The camera pans over a small town diner as the morning light seeps through fogged windows. The bell above the door jingles. A frail old man with shaky hands pushes it open, clutching his cane. The waitress, young, tired, but always smiling, rushes to greet him like he's family. "Good morning, Mr. Howard," she says, pouring his coffee before he even asks. "You're my sunshine, Clara," he replies with a weak grin. Every morning, the same table. The same black coffee. The same gentle laughter between two strangers who had somehow become each other's only family. But one day, the bell rings again. And this time, it's not Mr. Howard. 4 men in black suits walk in, followed by 2 lawyers. The entire diner falls silent. Clara freezes as one lawyer approaches her and says softly, "Miss Clara Dawson. We need to talk about Mr. Howard." Title appears. A waitress helped an old man every morning, but one day, his lawyers walked in with 4 bodyguards. Clara Dawson was 26 and had been working double shifts at Rosie's diner for nearly 4 years. Life hadn't been kind. Her father left when she was a child, and her mother's medical bills kept piling up. Every day felt like a battle she fought with a smile that never reached her tired eyes. But every morning at exactly 7:15, an old man named Mr. Howard came through the door. A quiet, polite gentleman in his late 70s. He always wore a brown overcoat, carried an old leather briefcase, and ordered the same thing: black coffee, 2 sugars, no cream. At first, he barely spoke. Just nodded. But Clara noticed his hands trembled whenever he tried to lift his cup. So, one morning, she simply placed the cup closer, smiled, and said, "Don't worry, sir. I'll keep it hot for you." That was the beginning. Days turned into weeks, and slowly, he began to talk. About his late wife. His regret over chasing wealth instead of love, and how his children barely visited him anymore. Clara listened. She never interrupted. She treated him like someone who still mattered. Sometimes, when she could afford it, she'd quietly pay for his meal. He'd notice and argue. "You don't have to do that, young lady." "I know." She'd smile. "But maybe one day, someone will do the same for me." One stormy morning, Mr. Howard didn't come. She worried all day, glancing at the door every few minutes. The next morning, he showed up drenched, coughing heavily. He'd walked 2 miles because his car wouldn't start. She made him soup and insisted he rest in the diner's back booth. "Why do you care so much?" he asked weakly. "Because nobody cared for me when I needed it," she whispered. That day, he smiled wider than she'd ever seen. What Clara didn't know was that Mr. Howard wasn't just another lonely old man. He was Howard Sterling, a retired multimillionaire who'd once owned one of the largest real estate companies in the city. But he never told her. To him, Clara wasn't after money. She saw him. The man, not the name. Over the next year, their friendship grew into something special. She became the daughter he never had. He became the family she lost. And then, suddenly, he stopped coming. It had been 2 weeks since Mr. Howard last visited. Clara had called the local hospital, checked with the nursing home he'd once mentioned. But no one knew anything. She feared the worst. Then one morning, as the diner buzzed with breakfast chatter, the bell rang. But instead of the old man, 2 lawyers and 4 bodyguards entered. Everyone went quiet. They approached Clara's counter. "Are you Clara Dawson?" "Yes, what's going on?" "We represent Mr. Howard Sterling." Her eyes widened. "Mr. Howard? Is he okay?" The lawyer hesitated. "Mr. Sterling passed away peacefully last week." The words hit her like a punch to the chest. The room blurred. She leaned against the counter, tears welling up. "He wanted us to find you." The lawyer continued, sliding an envelope across the counter. "He left something for you." Inside was a letter. Clara opened it with trembling hands. "My dearest Clara, if you're reading this, it means I've gone home to my wife. Don't cry for me. I've lived long enough to know that angels don't always have wings. Some wear aprons and pour coffee every morning with a smile. You reminded me what kindness feels like. You made an old man feel human again. No one else ever did that for me. You told me once that nobody cared for you. That's not true anymore. From this day forward, you'll never have to worry about rent, bills, or struggle. I've arranged everything. Enclosed with this letter is the deed to a property. The diner you work in. It's yours now. Keep serving people, keep smiling, and keep believing that kindness never goes unseen. With love, Howard Sterling. Clara's hands shook as she read. The lawyer confirmed it. Mr. Sterling had bought the entire diner and transferred ownership to her name, before he passed. He'd even left funds for her mother's medical care, and a scholarship for young single mothers. The other waitresses gasped, tears streaming down their faces. The customers who'd once ignored her clapped softly. Clara sank into a booth, crying. Not for the money. Not for the gift. But because the man she'd helped had helped her in ways she never imagined. She looked at his usual seat by the window. The one still holding his empty coffee cup. You kept your promise, Mr. Howard, she whispered. And I'll keep mine. A month later, the diner had a new sign. Howard's Place, where kindness is served hot. Clara served free breakfast every Sunday for seniors and the homeless. Just like he would have wanted. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can change a life forever. And sometimes, it changes too. Never underestimate the power of compassion. You never know who's watching. Or how deeply your kindness might echo in someone's heart.